Hey guys, Trey here, so here we are with another Through the Lenses video, this series where we stick a camera in front of the lenses of our VR headset to decide together which one is the best and which one we prefer. This video was really requested because after explaining the Oculus Link connection, so the possibility to use the Oculus Quest through a USB 3.1 cable, like an Oculus Rift, an Oculus Rift S, or any other VR headset, PC VR headset, many people ask what is actually the real difference in quality between these two panels, if all the resolution actually is output in the same way. Because with the Oculus Quest, of course, using a USB 3.1 with a bandwidth of 150 megabyte, we are gonna see some compression. And the question is like, how much compression we are gonna see? I tested with many different cables. All the cables that I use are in the description below, by the way, so you can check them out if you're looking for cables or very long cables, because actually I'm using like a 15-feet extension cord, 15 feet total, and that actually gives you a lot of freedom. But we're not talking about cables here, we're talking about quality. So in this video, I wanted to compare the Rift S, of course, with the Oculus Quest, and I said, why not? Let's add the Oculus Rift also to the equation, because some people said like, is it actually a good thing to go from the Oculus Rift, the first one, to the Oculus Quest? Well, the answer is actually in this video. I'm talking already too long, so let's go through the specs very fast. We're gonna compare the Oculus Rift S with an LCD display with a resolution of 2560 by 1440 and a refresh rate of 80 Hz with the Oculus Rift, the original one, with a pen-tile OLED display with a resolution of 2160 by 1200, and of course the Oculus Quest with an Oculus Link connection with a resolution of 2880 by 1600, rocking an OLED display at 72 Hz. So we have many differences here. We have different refresh rates, different display technology. So they're completely different things, but they're part of the same platform. So that means that you can play pretty much all the games in every single headset. Without pretty much, you can play every game. We're gonna talk a little more after the video. For now, as always, enjoy and remember that this is not a science. These are cropped from a much bigger picture. So of course these videos are made to show every little details there is in there, but when you wear it, well, the screen door effect is not that apparent like it looks in this video. So take your own conclusions, see what you want to see, and here you're gonna have a poll, so you're gonna be able to vote, and at the end we can see all together which one is the best and which one we prefer. Talk more about the end of the video. Already told you too much. Enjoy. And here you have it, guys. This was the comparison between the Oculus Rift, the Rift S, and the Oculus Quest with Oculus Link connection, so the official one, still in beta, by the way, because they said that they're still trying to improve as much as possible the visual quality that arrives, of course, to the Oculus Quest. It seems like Carmack has a way to make it even better, so in case if things get much better, I'm gonna update this video in the future, so click the subscribe button for that is actually there, so you don't miss it, and you don't miss all the updates of the Oculus Link connection, because of course we're gonna cover it much more in the channel. So these are the differences that we have with these different headsets. With the Rift S, we have an RGB pixel arrangement display. That means that the clarity is gonna be better because the pixel count, the sub-pixel count, is much higher than the other two. When the Rift has just an OLED display with a 1080p display, pretty much, the Oculus Quest actually goes much higher. But we're still in the pentile world where we have 2 subpixels every pixel, and so the clarity is not that good as we have on the Rift S, of course. But of course, having an OLED display, in that case we have better blacks, so much deeper blacks that are complete black, and better colors overall, when the Rift S come a little grayish in comparison. Another thing that I want to notice is the FOV. There's actually the smallest on the Oculus Rift S, because you stay very far from the lenses, and if you get closer, things that is not really possible without modifying completely the headset, well, you're gonna start to see the bars on the side, because on the Rift S we have a single display instead of the dual displays that we have on the Quest and on the Rift. And another thing that of course we have a difference is the IPD adjustment, where it's present on the Quest, is present on the Rift, is not really present on the Rift S. It's just present in terms of software that doesn't really solve everything, so you could have some discomfort if you are, of course, too far from the sweet spot that is 66mm. Of course, I made a video about it, so you can check it out for sure. And another difference that we have, where actually the original Rift come on top, is the refresh rate. The original Rift runs at 90 Hz, so it's much smoother than the 80 Hz on the Rift S and the 72 Hz on the Oculus Quest. Now, Carmack said that the other two are actually overclockable in some way, but they're not gonna do it because, of course, they set that there because the limits of these screens are particular for also heat dissipation and stuff like that. But yeah, they run lower, and that means that if you are prone to motion sickness, it's gonna be easier to get motion sickness with the Quest and then with the Rift S than with the original Rift, even if the image clarity is much lower in there. So this brings to the major question: should you consider the Oculus Quest instead of the Rift S when it comes to PC gaming? Well, you have the point over there. If this thing become better, well, that could be a very good substitute. Right now, to be honest, in some games I already prefer to use the Oculus Quest. Like in Elite Dangerous, the image is just deeper, and the clarity is still good enough to read everything because the resolution is just high enough. At the end, we have the same panel that we have on the HTC Vive Pro, or on the Samsung Odyssey. So yeah, this is a good panel. And as you can see, the image quality when it comes with the lower bandwidth is still pretty good. It seems like a little downsampled, to be honest, but everything is readable, everything works without any problem. I'm gonna, of course, make a video about it, going through all the points why you should consider one instead of the other, why should you consider the Oculus Quest instead of the Rift S. But of course, if you come from the Rift, well, an update is for sure something good in both ways. So for that, if you want that answer, well, remember to subscribe. And for now, I think I talked enough. So as always, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more VR tech, and I see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.